Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now July 12th of 2020, and ever since the official release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker and how it marked the very end of the saga by George Lucas that started back in 1977, a lot of fans have really been looking forward to the future of Star Wars and exactly what Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas, Bob Iger, and even Bob Chapek are really all going to introduce to the fans and what they're really going to deliver with these new timelines and these new eras and just the brand new mythology in general. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one exciting aspect of Star Wars is that we do know that George Lucas is going to play a major role in developing multiple stories, whether it be a TV show or a movie. And this really is going to give the fans a better perception of Star Wars, at least I believe, is because now that Kathleen Kennedy no longer has creative control over any of the existing Star Wars projects, at least for the most part, a lot of fans are really hopeful about the future and exactly what it's going to look like on the big screen and at home when it comes to Star Wars. Now, the other thing about this is that we do know that many of the beloved characters are going to be treated in a more respectful manner by Bob Chapek. Of course, we're talking about Luke, we're talking about Anakin and Han Solo and all these different characters that will be used in various ways, be it live-action Star Wars TV shows or animated Star Wars TV shows or books. Now, with that being all said, one thing in particular that a lot of fans are very excited about is Anakin Skywalker coming back in this new Star Wars universe in a brand new timeline that is going to take place after the events of Episode 9. Now, what's really intriguing is that with both Disney and Lucasfilm now finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are now focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films, as well as their new Star Wars universe in general. It's explained that George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni are all working together as a team in order to create a better future for the Star Wars community and all the Star Wars fans. One major plan by creator George Lucas is that not only does he plan to bring Luke Skywalker back to life in a temporary fashion in a post-Episode 9 timeline, but also for the character of Anakin Skywalker as well, to take on the return of Emperor Palpatine's spirit in the form of the body of a dark acolyte that will face the resurrected Skywalkers in the Rise of Skywalker sequel series that will be in animated form. Now, it's noted that Hayden Christensen is actually aimed to do the voiceover work of Anakin in the series, and of course, the series is all set and ready to explain exactly how Anakin will come back to life. It's noted that George Lucas will play a major role in developing the series, and that the series is actually aimed to explain that Anakin and Luke come back to life through the power of the Wills, who are godlike beings, and that George plans to give Anakin a much older design for the new version of Anakin Skywalker in the show. The new series that's going to be animated is set to give Anakin a brand new set of powers that he learned from the netherworld of the Force in order to evolve the character, and that George wants to make it clear that Anakin will bring balance to the Force by destroying the Sith once and for all in this series. This to me sounds like that George Lucas was very unhappy with how it was intended by Disney to have Rey Skywalker, or just Rey, defeat the Sith once and for all and be the ultimate chosen one. That's exactly what Disney wanted, by the way. That's what Kathleen Kennedy wanted to do, and George Lucas seems to be on a mission to undo all of that in order to make it clear to the fans and to let it be known that Anakin has not gotten the job done just yet. He has to bring an end to the Sith, that of course being Palpatine's spirit inside the body of the Dark Acolyte. Now, Palpatine coming back to life twice is nothing new. This actually happened in Star Wars Legends, where, apart from his fall on the second Death Star, in Legends, Palpatine comes back to life twice in the Dark Empire comic line. And in the Dark Empire comic line, he dies by the hands of his own Force Storm. That's the first death. The second death is when his spirit is brought into the body of a Jedi as he dies, and goes into the netherworld, dragging the spirit into the netherworld of the Force, killing Palpatine forever. So those are the two deaths in Star Wars Legends, and it makes you think, are they going to follow the same exact format of how Palpatine's spirit will finally be destroyed? It's very possible that Anakin, since he is going to bring, pretty much balance to the Force again, is that his Force Ghost and his actual body, once it comes back to life, is going to drag Palpatine into the netherworld of the Force. It's very possible. Given that J.J. Abrams originally wanted to do that in The Rise of Skywalker, it is highly likely that George will be adopting that idea into this new sequel series that will be in animated form, and honestly, I couldn't be more excited. I love the lore that deals with the netherworld and the spirits of the Sith, all these crazy things, is something that I think a lot of fans are very excited about. Apart from, you know, the Rebellion or the Resistance, it was always about the Jedi, the Sith, the Force that I found personally to be the most interesting part of Star Wars. So with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.